How bad Etsy review placement may be impacting and hurting your shop. 24/7 live Etsy customer service chat, newly added video review feature, and a brand shiny new episode of Freaky Friday, all coming to you in today's episode of Seller News. Let's go. What is happening? What's going on? Hopefully you guys are doing awesome. I am back and ready to bring you another great episode of Etsy Seller News, where I bring you the latest news, updates, impactful things that could impact redundancy much, your Etsy shop, your online business, your e-commerce business. I'm your host, LL. Usually I have the Handmade and Beyond podcast on Tuesday, but I like to sprinkle in these Friday episodes to bring you news and updates and relevant information to help you with your business. I am pumped, super excited. I am back, freshly returned. Am I freshly returned? Am I reinvigoratedly returned? I'm using a lot of big words here. From Mexico, from my honeymoon. I just got married. So I'm trying to get things back on track, back on order. Everything's been crazy, as you can imagine. If you've been married before, we did a very small wedding, but even that was a lot of moving parts going on. So trying to dive back into the Etsy world and bring you guys some good stuff and that's what I always try to do with these episodes, is bring you valuable content that you can use for your business to keep moving forward, to keep growing. So today I have a couple of things that I want to talk about. This is going to be a pretty good episode for you guys. The first one I'm going to dive into is there's been some people talking about it, some reporting on bad reviews and their placement within Etsy. So if you go to some of your listings within Etsy and you scroll down, you'll see the recent reviews that people have left on that item and other items. What's happening, and Etsy is supposedly aware of this, is for whatever reason some old reviews are showing up first that may or may not be good. There may be 3-star, 2-star, 4-star reviews depending on what you've gotten in the past that may not be good. And they're not showing up, and they're showing up first as opposed to other reviews that are better that are showing up after that. Not really sure. It's not clear why that's happening. It's something to do, with the way that the algorithm works, and it's placing most relevant reviews under the products. But I'm not sure why it doesn't just put the recent reviews first, and it mixes them, and matches. And I went and checked this, and it is true. There's reviews showing up from 2020 on listings that have sold recently, but the 2020 reviews show up first. So I'm not really sure why they do it that way. They're supposed to be looking into correcting it. And of course, if you're having an old bad review show up first rather than a newer, better review, it could impact how buyers are perceiving your item and future sales. So hopefully get that cleaned up. It's just something, if you hear about it, it is happening. I would just keep an eye on it for now, and I'll definitely let you guys know if I hear of any corrections to that or updates on that issue that seems to be happening. At the end of the day, it's something that we can't control, so don't let it ruin your day. I just want you to know about it and keep moving on and trying to get those 5-star reviews. You get enough 5-star reviews, you're not going to have to worry about the few sprinkled 4, 3, 2, or even 1-star reviews. It's going to happen. I've been selling for years and years and years, and I've gotten several 1-star, 2-star, 3 stars, 4 stars, but the majority is 5-star, and that's what will keep your business moving forward, keep your business going. So don't worry too much. You can't please everyone. There'll always be someone trying to burn the world down and leave you a 1-star review for no reason. So don't worry about that. All right, so the next thing I want to cover, this is a little late to the party, this topic, but I just want to let you know that you should see this in your dashboard, but Etsy is requiring everyone to verify their bank account within 30 days. Right now, we probably have about 10 days or less left. I just was late to getting this out there because I couldn't do a new episode in time. So make sure you guys are verifying your bank account. It's done through Plaid, which is a reputable third-party company that helps verify company bank accounts. Basically, it's to avoid fraud, wire fraud, money laundering, things like that. So they want to make sure that they're doing everything that they can to make sure that the bank accounts associated with seller accounts are legitimate. So just make sure you do that. Otherwise, you won't be able to get your payment payouts. You won't be able to get your monies. So that's important. It's not like they're going to shut you down or anything. They just won't pay you anything until you verify it. So go in there. It's right in your dashboard. You should see that. A link to click on to verify your bank account information. The next one is kind of a big deal. Etsy has rolled out 24/7 live chat. You can see this in your dashboard on the bottom right. There's a little black chat box that you can click on to get live chat help if you need it for customer service issues for sellers. They're saying that everyone should have this that has at least one sale and no policy violations. The problem is that everyone doesn't have this that has at least one sale and no policy violations. So I'm not sure what is going on there. This is one of the investments that Etsy has made to ramp up their customer service teams 20%. With the increase of fees that everyone was butthurt about, they are saying that they're going to use part of that money to ramp up their customer service teams to give more support to sellers. I know a lot of people say that they don't have as much support as they want, so they are aware of that and they're trying to work on that, and this is one of the ways of doing that. However, for whatever reason, not everyone has access to it yet. So I'm not sure what is going on with that. They are saying that people should have access with at least one sale and no policy violations. I don't know if the sale part, there's a limit. Like if you got a sale like a year ago, you're not eligible. It has to be recent, but they didn't say that. So I'm not sure because I checked this. I do have this in my main shop, the chat function, but I have a couple of other shops that, get sales here and there, and they are the chat box is not there, and I meet that criteria, so I'm not sure how they're doing that. So just be on the lookout for it. It may be there for you, it may not. It should be ultimately coming. Hopefully you don't need it too much. I've rarely needed to reach out for issues through customer service through chat. You can still file a case if you go to reach out to Etsy through your seller dashboard. There's help and support. You can reach out and do a case. I know they're not as timely on that, but that is still there for you to be able to reach out and get help with whatever you may need help with. So hopefully it's there for you if you need it. If not, hopefully it is coming soon, but it's something, right? They're doing something, which is always important. It may not be perfect. Anything rarely is perfect, but they're at least making strides in that direction and implementing stuff for seller support, which I think is ultimately a good thing. All right. The other pretty big rollout that changed in the last month was that Etsy buyers can now post video reviews of their purchases from the Etsy app on iOS devices. So they can be up to 30 seconds in length and do include audio. And I know screeching record sound, right? You're like, oh crap. What if I get a bad video review where someone's just bashing me for 30 seconds? Hey, it could happen. It may be entertaining to listen to. It depends if someone just has nothing better to do. But you can still flag it. You can still report it just like you can any other review. Etsy is saying that their policy, quote unquote policy, is to have that reviewed if you flag it within 7 to 10 days, which I know kind of stinks. That's a long time if you get something that's inappropriate. But they've also said that while that's their policy, just to have some type of policy with some leeway in there, that most of the flagged reviews, especially the video ones, will get looked at within 24 hours. So chances are that it'll get looked at sooner than later. I know they're probably not going to want bad reviews. Unwarranted bad reviews are bad enough, but unwarranted video reviews are really bad. So they're, I'm sure, going to make those a priority. And I wouldn't worry about this too much. Etsy said they tested this with several sellers, as they do everything. They do beta tests with a group of sellers before they roll anything out to everybody. And they said out of 500 reviews, there was about 1% of those that submitted that were inappropriate, bad video reviews. So very, very few of those are going to be inappropriate, bad video reviews or unwarranted bad video reviews. So just keep that in mind, and this is just something that the upside is pretty big. It's something that could really help you out, just like when customers submit photos of the items that they get and they're super happy and other customers can see that. That is really helpful to get more sales. It has more of like a social influence on people wanting to buy from you and build trust from your shop if they're seeing other customers that are happy that are posting stuff. So it is definitely a good thing. So don't worry so much about the bad. There's always going to be a negative side, but it's going to be, usually it's in our fears. We're fearful of it, but it's something that never comes to fruition, so don't worry about it. But those are the updates that I want to cover with you guys today. So some big ones sprinkled in there. I would say the biggest is the 24/7 chat, which could definitely be a good thing, and of course the video reviews. Now on to the fan favorite next segment, Freaky Friday. I love doing these. This is where I cover the weird, the funny, the wild, the crazy, the strange stuff on Etsy. And believe you me, there is plenty of it to go around. I love diving into Etsy and seeing what I can find and bring to you guys. It makes me laugh. About a quarter of the stuff is super inappropriate that I can't bring to the show or that I don't want to bring to the show, but I still laugh at it on my own here back at the studio. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, or that I'm going to bring to you, is a calendar, and I'm going to post up a picture if you're watching this on YouTube of this, but it's the 2023 Chicken Daddies calendar. So this is a wall calendar basically that has I guess it's chicken farmers that are wearing matching they're wearing matching tutus that match their chickens. So it has them in tutus with their chickens, and this thing is hilarious. The pictures are actually really nicely done. So they do a great job with the pictures and how they're displayed in them and matching them. So that's super funny. So right now, I know this is a 2023 calendar, so it's early, but there's still 29 sales of this with almost $1,000 in revenue. So they are the Chicken Daddies costumes or calendar is super popular. People are buying it for a gift, I guess, for other farmer ladies. I don't know who the audience is for this, but it is hilarious to look at. Great idea. So it just shows you what crazy stuff can sell on Etsy and actually do really well. All right, the next thing I got for you guys, for all the wine lovers out there, is a rare bronze ritual wine vessel and cover, and this is from 1050 BC. Pretty crazy, very, very old, and you can get it for the low price of $50,000. It's funny when I go and look at stuff and see how much the highest price stuff. A lot of people list this prices for $50,000. It's very funny. It's a very common figure that people put on old and rare stuff on Etsy. So yeah, this thing is super old. I do see where they glued the part of the handle back together. They soldered it or glued it. So I don't know how much that hurts the value. I don't know. I'd probably only give them 38,000. That has to take off some of the value. It doesn't say that there's wine in it, and that would maybe increase the value if there's wine in it, fermented for thousands of years, or however long that is. So they're very interesting, pretty cool. Just one of the things that it always amazes me to see this rare stuff, this super old stuff. That people are selling on Etsy. Will it sell? I don't know. This seems like more of like an auction type item, but maybe it'll sell. I have no idea, but still pretty cool that I found this on there, and I wanted to bring it to you guys. And maybe if you're an avid wine drinker, you would want this for your collection. So check it out. All right, the next, last but not least item, and this one seriously cracked me up. I belly laughed when I saw this. So this is a coffee mug that says at the very bottom, and this is super genius, it says "You've been poisoned." So when you get to the bottom of your coffee, in the morning, you're like, oh crap, I've been poisoned. So super funny gag gift. But what is not funny is that this thing has had almost 3,500 sales, generating $70,000 in revenue. Super, super awesome, crazy. This just shows you one item, if it blows up, can really take you to the next level with your business. And this is just another example of that. Super basic mug. It's just a white plain mug, but a very clever original idea that they did with this at the bottom by putting "You've been poisoned." So it's all for all the for all the sick people like me that think this is funny. This is their target audience. This is where they're selling this stuff too. So very good gift, very cool gift, very funny gift to basically give to your. I would love to give this to like a guest. You pour them coffee in the morning, and give it to a guest. But can you imagine if you had like an Airbnb, and you like put this in like your Airbnb, and someone didn't realize it and they drank the coffee, they freaked out. So it probably wouldn't be good. They probably maybe call the cops on you. So I don't know if that would be a good thing. But yeah, really, really crazy, awesome idea. This one blew me away, and also made me laugh really hard. So I thought it was really cool. But that is it, guys. Those are the things I wanted to bring you for Freaky Friday. So if you want to get a poison mug for someone, you want to give someone an old wine vase, or you want to give someone a sweet little Chicken Daddy calendar as a gift, gag gift, whatever. Those are my findings for this week's Freaky Friday episode. But that is it, guys. Hopefully you got something out of this episode. Hopefully you laughed. Hopefully you got informed. But I'll be back next week with the normal podcast. Stay tuned for that. Have an amazing rest of your day and weekend. Talk to you guys soon.